Hi. Um, Hi, I'm Bronwyn, and I wanted to show you how to cut mandrels. This saves you a lot of money if you just buy a bunch of stainless steel welding rods. So these are 308Ls, which is a type of stainless steel. You don't have to get 308. You can get, so yeah, there's different kinds of stainless, but really for what we need, we just need stainless steel. You don't want regular steel because it does rust. And you can get them in these neat little tubes, or actually, the place that I get them at come in little flat plastic bags, and then I put them in this tube because I happen to have this tube. So we want to cut these about 12 inches long, give or take. You know, it doesn't have to be exactly 12 inches. Some people like them longer. When I started with 9-inch ones because my kiln only shut. The inside of it was only 9 inches deep. So, and it wasn't a guillotine style, so you could have your mandrel sticking out. Everything had to be in. So I just did it 9 inches, and that was fine. So what you want to do is you want to have these. You want to have a Sharpie of some sort. So I've got a red one right here, and every piece of welding rod has a flattened area on each end, and it's usually inset a little bit, but you want to cut that off because if you make a bead on that flattened area, you can't really get it off. So you want to make sure that you cut that off first, and I can show you up here. See that flattened area right here? So that is what we want to cut. So I'm just going to mark this off here. And then I'm going to mark 12 inches from that spot to this spot, another 12 inches. And then my last one is only going to be 10 inches, which is fine. So you could do 11, 11, and 11 if you want. It doesn't really matter, just whatever you're used to. So to cut these, you need to use one of these guys. So this is a bolt cutter, and I got this Harbor Freight. You know, you can get them. This is a 14-inch bolt cutter, and you just want to put it on where your first mark is. Again, you don't have to be perfect, and you just squish it down, and it breaks right off. It cuts right off. So I'm going to do that. If you do it up in the front here, if you put the steel closer to the front of the nippers, it's going to go shooting off, which you don't want. So I put it in the back so it just kind of cuts it nice and easy. So here's the next one. And the next one is here. Okay, so I dropped this one, sorry about that. And then the last one is right here. So I'm going to cut that off. There we go. So now I have 3 mandrels. One's a little short, but that's okay because you can still definitely use it. You could have gone 11 inches on all of them. That's okay too. But, okay, so now you see if you can see this, that these are really rough, really sharp and pointy right here, which are not fun to hold because as you're holding a mandrel, you might, have this end hit your hand and you can cut it. So you want to grind it. You want to grind those edges off. You can use a piece of sandpaper or a file, and that takes a while, but you can do that. So if you don't have a grinder, like I have here, I have a belt grinder. So I'm just going to grind it here, head earplugs. So I'm going to put this on. I'm going to protect my glasses from getting bits of steel on them. So I've got my ear protection on because it gets pretty loud. I'm just going to turn this on. I want to make sure there's nothing around it. Pull your hair back. No loose clothes. So then I have just ground all of these off. They're nice and smooth, ready for use. So another thing that I do like to do if I have a kiln is I like to put them into the kiln to get all the oils off. That really helps make it a little tackier for bead release to stick on. But you know, if you don't have a kiln, because this is a beginning bead class, that's fine. We will heat it up before we dip them, so not a problem. All right, so make a bunch of these, and I'll see you later.